Good morning, Miss King. How are you today?
Good morning, I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Well, today I'll be showing you how to check tax and support that an employer would submit for payment.
Okay.
But here we have the government policies as guideline as far as the rates are concerned. Within Kingston, $950. Out of town, $2,000. Monday to Thursday is 2 hours, so it starts after 7. On a Friday from 4 to after 7 also. So it's still the same rate. It doesn't matter the 3 hours, it's the same rate. On Saturdays, then it is doubled, but the person still works 4 hours. It doesn't matter what time the person starts, has to be within 4 hours. On Sundays, the difference, Sunday there has to be a memo and it has to be signed by the director or the manager. So here we go, and when checking tax and support, there are certain things you have to look for, and these errors tend to occur regularly, so let's go. For example, we have to look for the TRN number to ensure that the TRN number matches the name of the person, reason, TRN, the name of the person. We can have more than one person having the same name, but the TRN number will make a difference.
Okay.
Because you might pay the money to the wrong person because it's based on the TRN number. The claim sheet must be signed, and the must be signed by the claimant and also by the head of the department. And they should indicate for what period. Some person don't indicate, but it is always wise to do so. For example, period of claim, July 18th, 2025, July 18, 2025 to July 10 to 11, 2025. So then you'll have a clear idea of exactly what you're looking for. So this person is Julian Edwards, and these are the time, these are the dates: June 18th, July 10, July 11, and 12. 12 is on a Saturday. So we use a calendar here as guide. So the first day was June 18th, which is Wednesday. July 11th, which is on a Friday, and July 12th is on a Saturday. So on the 12th, it will be double. This will be 4 hours. This person works 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 12th, June 18th, 5 p.m. to 7:35. That is okay. July 10th, 5 p.m. to 7:45. That's okay. And because of the distance, East Street to Portmore, which is from Kingston to St. Catherine, $2,000. So we move, and so what we're going to do, we're going to check the payment voucher to ensure that the figure that is posted is correct. Looking for another sheet, but okay, here's another one. We have the 17th of June 25, the same thing, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which covers from 7 o'clock, because it's after 7, 18th of the 6th, 18th of the 6th, and these are during the week, and 19th of the 6th. Obviously it's during the week because it covers it. The 2 hours from 7:57 a.m. This person writes the time when they came in, but they could write from 5 p.m. to 7. They could write from 4 on a Friday to 7.
So basically,
right.
It's the time of departure.
It's the time of departure that makes a difference. And then we check this one to make sure that the correct information is at the top. This person has more than one sheet, so you total both sheets. And it should come to the figure that they have here at the front, which is for Ebonique is 6,650, right? So you use your calculator. 950, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 950 times 7, which is this amount here.
Okay.
We move to the next person, Paula Clark. These are, if you watch the trend, it's the same thing, right? So 2,000 because she lives at Portmore, so she has 6,000. On the payment voucher, you're also to check the description and also the taxi and support. The subtotal, which is 3.
Okay, this is, okay, so,
So you're also always to look for the sub object,
okay.
which is very important. So we move to the last one, which is Chanika Cunningham, 11th of July, 11th, which will be Friday, the 12th on a Saturday. So here the 12th is, for the 12th of the 7th it is double. So her total is $6,000. There we go. So that's it. So when you have completed checking on the payment voucher, you have to ensure that the total here is the same as the ending total, because the system will not process it if there's a difference. And then you go ahead and you sign here. The person you sign as a check-in officer, which is voucher check by
Okay.
Lorna Thomas. So are there any questions? Because I'm going to ask you to do one.
No, not this one.
All right, so you can go ahead and try do this one. So remember the things to look for: the date, the TRN number, if they sign, the hours, the rates.
And they said 950 in total and 3,000 out of total?
Right.
Okay.
I'm glad that you have an idea what it is like because the aim is to ensure that these payment vouchers always, the worksheet always comes back to what the payment officer does, and it has to be 100% correct at all times. If there are any errors, it's gonna come back to us. And if there are any errors that the payment of there are any errors that the employee, the person who submitted the voucher, if they have made any errors, for example, if it was not signed, we have to send it back to the location, send it back to the person. If the time was not correct, if it is less than 4 hours on a weekend, it has to be adjusted, because all of the procedures, the government policies, everything that governs tax and supper has to be, we have to ensure that we follow all of the procedures. And at all times, you have to be 100% correct.
So that means I definitely need to read this.
You definitely need to go through it during your spare time. And if there are any questions, you can always ask, because the most important thing is that the work is done correctly and efficiently, and it is done in a timely manner. Because at times we'll be getting, the workload can be lighter during the month, but when it comes to the end of the month, it is always much heavier than the regular time. So you'll have a lot of tax and supper coming in. So what we do, we allocate them to our staff, and so they're gonna come back to our desk for us to check them, and we have to ensure that they are done on a timely manner, that they can be sent to the managers to sign off on them, and then send them to Treasury, then to Auditor General, Accountant General, for them to make the payment to the relevant persons so that they can get their money. And we have a lot of problems with tax and suppers not going through on time for some reason or the other. Most times because of errors from the staff, because sometimes the hours do not match, the days are incorrect. If the rates are incorrect, we can correct that.
Yeah, but that's our job.
That's our job to correct the rates, because sometimes they don't really know the rates, so that's okay. But a lot of errors, they do come in on a daily basis, and so we have to ensure that our side, we as a payment person, is we have to do our job and ensure that it is correct at all times. All right, so I'm really glad that you were able to learn and grasp this within such a short period. So you'll be seeing a lot more on a daily basis. All right, thank you very much for your time, and you have a blessed day.
You too.